Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev was a fucking robbery. Now, fighter versus fighter, was it a robbery? No. But given the context, of course they're gonna fucking score it for the Dagestani. Dog, I swear, the people of Dagestan must have some shit on these judges, dude. Saldi Amato giving 4 fucking rounds to Ank. I'm not surprised though. The second that scorecard was called out, I fucking knew it was Saldi Amato. I'm sick of it, dude. You're gonna give round 5 to Ankalaev for crotch sniffing? What the fuck, man? He didn't do jack shit with that clinch. That round was a no-brainer Pereira round. Fuck. We gotta deal with this fucking goblin as champ now? Dude, I'm done. I'm done watching the UFC. This guy's the fucking champ now? Nah, I'm good, bro. If this was Pereira versus anyone who wasn't Dagestani, it would have gone to Pereira. Now, round 1 and round 5 are easily Pereira's. I don't want to hear about it. He significantly outdamaged Ank in those rounds. Now, it came down to round 3. I saw the Weasel giving out a heavy strike for this just because he crossed his legs. Like, he lifted his foot before the shot landed, dog. He was gonna take that step to get out the clinch anyways. But apart from that, not much really happened in that round. Pereira had started that round a bit slow because he was still recovering from that hook at the end of round 2. So that allowed Ankalaev to sort of just spam leg kicks for a bit. I think he landed about 6, one of them landing good. But yeah, as the round went on, Pereira started to catch up. But watching the round live, I thought it was a clear Pereira round. But I just got done watching it frame by frame. And Pereira still won the round, but barely, by just a whisker. That was honestly one of the closest rounds I've ever seen. If Ankalaev had landed just like one more leg kick, I would have probably leaned towards Ank. But my point of this whole video is, with a round that fucking close, it always goes to the star, man. Unless your opponent's a fucking Dagestani inbred cliff dweller, of course. And I'm sick of it, dude. It's always the same people too. Saldi Amato? Someone take these, brother. But honestly, there were trash decisions the whole card from what I've heard. I'm yet to watch the prelims, so I'm gonna do that right now. So yeah, not surprising that Ank gets the decision. Whatever though, good on Ank. He's legit. Knew he'd cause some problems for Pereira. But Pereira did so well and outpointed Ank by a whisker and deserved that dub, man. Although fighter versus fighter, like I said, I'm not mad with Ank getting the decision. But if he wasn't Dagestani, that'd be one more defense on Pereira's legacy. Look at this fucking scorecard. I'm not surprised after reading the name though. But let's talk about the fight a bit. Ankalaev was hand fighting really well, constantly grabbing the left of Pereira, causing him to throw from his power hand, leaving him open for counters. Pereira, obviously as expected, came with a heavy leg kicking game plan, as I said he would. There was a moment where Pereira tripped Ank and almost knocks his head out of the octagon with that left hook. Just misses by a whisker, just like this other one. Then this big shot landed, beautifully timed by Ank. Threw it when Pereira's hands were in a position where he was blinded by Ank's left. Caught him clean there. Pereira immediately clinches and recovers great. But dude, that had me shitting myself for a second. And yeah, as far as I can remember, not much more happened, man. A lot of crotch sniffing by Ank, which was rewarded by those gay ass judges for some reason. Pereira even mentioned it in his post-fight interview, that they're incentivizing just holding people against the cage and giving them these decisions. Pereira's takedown defense was looking great though. I told you guys. I mean, hey, based on this fight, Ankalaev has worse grappling than Adesanya. But there was a lot of things I got right with this fight, just not the decision. Which in all honesty, it's not a robbery. But like I said, if he wasn't inbred, Pereira would have gotten it. Now we're gonna have a rematch. Fucking hell, man. I hate rematches, but we need Alex back as champ. And guess what? Pereira gets it done this time. Now he knows he can easily stop the takedowns of the Dagestani, so he doesn't have to worry about that as much. And looking at the Yuri fight, in the first one, Pereira didn't look great, man. Like, he was getting clipped quite a bit, but in the second one, he studied that shit so well. And I had called this, by the way. I said watch him come out and absolutely dominate Yuri this time, because he had figured him out by then. Similarly, we saw Alex start to do really well in round 5 against Ank. So he is going to carry that momentum and whatever he learned from this fight, including the fact that Ank is going to really struggle to take him down in the next fight. And yeah, I know I said that this is the end of the Dagestani era. I still mean what I said. It's just delayed by a little bit now. I still think Islam loses to Ilya, Khamzat loses to Dricus, and Ank loses to Pereira on the rematch. They're tough fights, man, but they're getting it done. Anyway, see y'all in the next one. I went 4-1 on the main card. Should have been 5-0. I'm out. Fuck this sport.